before the court, and those judgments clearly validated the primary conducted by the Alhaji Lamindi Papa faction of the Labour Party. And those judgments also heard, the court also heard in those judgments that the one chief, Joseph Okiagbu Ikenga, that was a proper candidate that emerged from a valid primary conducted by the Labour Party in Imo State. Now we have written over 10 letters attaching all these judgments from the Federal High Court to the Supreme Court to the INEC to comply with those orders. INEC, for one reason or the other, had refused to comply with the orders. It is as a result of that, their refusal, that we apply to court pursuant to Section 287 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended. We apply to court to enforce those judgments. And the Constitution has clearly said that the court has power to enforce the judgment of the Federal High Court, Court of Appeal, and the Supreme Court. And that is exactly what we have done. Considering the timing and the period the election is slated, of course, you all understand that the election is slated for the 11th day of November 2023, which is tomorrow here. So we ran to court to seek for an order, not to alter the date of the election, but basically to compel INEC to obey the judgment of the Federal High Court, the judgment of the Court of Appeal, and the rulings of the Supreme Court. But my Lord, in his ruling today, heard that since the INEC had filed affidavit to show cause in the matter, the issue has become contentious, that it is only proper that the matter be determined in its merit, that notwithstanding the election, he hereby order or has now ordered that parties should file their processes within 7 days. And the matter has now been slated for the 23rd day of November for the determination of the substantive suit on the merits. So that is the long and short of all that transpired in court today.
Well, thank you very much. I remain Dr. Abayomi Arabambi, the National Public Secretary and one of the plaintiffs in this matter. We thank my Lord for the ruling of today, which has further affirmed our belief, in the judiciary. We came here, and my Lord has been able to read through all process that we filed regarding the judgment of Imo, Federal Court of Appeal, that has affirmed our Papa and our candidate, the Court of Appeal that has affirmed our Papa and our candidate, and even the Supreme Court. But because the election is tomorrow, and the INEC have filed certain issues to show cause, we agree with my Lord that matter should be determined on merit, not even on true motion ex parte, so that he can settle the matter whether to agree, with the judgment of the Federal Court that has earlier affirmed our Papa as leader of Labour Party and all the candidates that we elected. That was what my judge, did today. We are happy because we know Jari is the last hope of a common man. We agree with my Lord in totality. Since INEC has shown cause now, we'll meet them here in 14 days for the matter to not be determined on merit, so that people will not run, to court to now be saying things that are not factual. We are only two parties here today, only Labour Party and INEC, no another person. We are just for Labour Party and INEC. And I think INEC lawyer is also here. He also, lay credence to what we are just saying. But we are happy with the ruling of the court regarding what we filed. That it has become contentious because INEC has also chooses, to join in the matter, which will not be determined on merit. But we know that with what we have before the court, at the end of the day, justice will be prevailed. So we still stand by the judgment of the Supreme Court, that we brought here, that says, Apapa remain the national chairman of the party. That's what we are still upholding until when this court, determine otherwise. Thank you very much.